Well, you are welcome. You are welcome to the Joe House, the headquarters of the Joe National Congress. Again, the Joe Nation is troubled and angered by the ongoing deliberate deprivation and oppression against indigenes of host communities by the Shell Petroleum Development Company. It is an open fact that we are one of the major producers of crude oil in Nigeria. And in view of our agitations for improved regulations of the oil and gas industry and the bloody sacrifices made for peace to prevail in the region for an improved crude oil exploration and end to militancy in the region. Despite the known sacrifices that had led to the existing Local Content Act and the Petroleum Industry Act, it is worthy to note that these companies that are supposed to abide by these laws that have been established to regulate oil activities in the Niger Delta region and in the country are grossly acting at cross purposes with the laid down laws. It's an open fact that the oil multinationals, including the SPDC, Nigerian Agip Oil Company, and others, have shown high level of disdain to host community indigenes with little or no benefits. Even the few small jobs being handled by indigenous contractors are being taken away from them. A case point is the GSA logistics support. This is a contract that indigenous contractors within these host communities carry out. It's a contract which entails supply of speedboats and other logistic materials for the use of security personnel stationed at the oil facilities in and around the host communities. Until now, this security contract was handled by indigenes from oil host communities. But SPDC is taking away the said GSA contracts from the indigenous contractors and planning to give same to non-indigenes outside this region. In fact, SPDC had already sent termination notice to the indigenous contractors before the process was suspended after such protests from oil host communities. Just as they give contracts that ought to be done by local contractors to their relatives and cronies and subsidiary companies, they also give available employment opportunities that ought to be given to the indigenes of these host communities, who suffer the brunt of the oil exploration activities that is going on in their various communities. Of course, you are aware that the host communities has first right of refusal in any contract opportunities or job opportunities that is available within this contest. But as I speak to you, it is unfortunate that this is not happening despite the enabling laws that have been put to regulate the multinational oil companies in this regard. We cannot, as a leadership, fold our hands when our people will cry to us on a daily basis, complaining of the injustice that is going on in the oil and gas sector. Eyes on. Yeah. And let me use this opportunity to also state very emphatically that we will not be giving out ultimatum as it were. This is not a threat, it is a promise that we will have the capacity to occupy their facilities in the region. And if they don't reverse this ugly, inhuman treatment against these indigenous contractors that have met this requirement, we will have no option than to occupy their facilities in the Niger Delta region. Hands on. Yeah. We have done it before, and we still have the capacity to do it again. So we are using this opportunity to call on the regulatory agency, most especially the Local Content Board, which is ably led by Engineer C.B. Wabote, to look at this issue and address it before it gets out of hand. We are also calling on the federal government, the president of this country, security agencies to call SPDC to order. There is a lot of shady deals that is going on in these multinational oil companies. A lot of our people have died in trying to demand for what is rightfully theirs. You come to our land, you exploit us, you cause all sorts of environmental pollution. Our people are dying on a daily basis. You think because we don't have anybody in government, you can suppress and kill us. We have the people. This is where the oil exploration activities is taking place. It is not happening in Lagos. Neither is it happening in Abuja. The exploration activities is taking place in the Niger Delta region. The life expectancy rate of our people have also been cut short because of these exploration activities. And if our people have the capacity to do jobs, to feed their family and also take care of their communities, they should be given the first right of refusal.